What's up, Facebook? How y'all doing? Just trying to get this webinar popping, trying to do something different today, right? Try to use technology to in the greatest way possible. You know, thank you guys for jumping on. It's 12 o'clock. I'm about 2 minutes late, but it's better late than never. It's your girl, the Lioness. I'm coming to you live 12 o'clock on a Wednesday, right? Happy hump day to everyone. I just wanted to get on here at lunchtime, right? I know most people probably sitting down somewhere. You may be driving in your car. You may be going out to get something to eat. So what I need you to do is, of course, don't text and drive, right? Don't write and drive. But if you're somewhere where you can grab a sheet of paper and a pen, get one. Because you're going to really want to write down some of the things I'm going to talk about really quickly today. Because so many people are drowning in credit card debt, right? What you've got is, think about it, as soon as you graduate from school, as soon as you're 18, you're the legal limit, you start getting these offers in the mail all the time for credit cards, right? Sometimes they start you off with a small limit, like maybe $500, then it grows to $1,000, $5,000, and next thing you know, you're starting to use these cards, all right? You're using these cards, you're putting things, a lot of times, things that aren't really essential, things that aren't really necessities on these cards. And then what happens is most people feel like they can never pay the cards off. It's like you bought something 2 years ago, but you are still paying the credit card bill now, 2 years in the future, for something that's like probably out of style, maybe even a meal you ate that, trust me, you eliminated that in 2 hours, right? But you're still paying the burden for those purchases on credit cards. Guys, if you have a credit card, right? If you have a credit card, get a sheet of paper, because I'm going to show you what the banks are doing, which are basically strangling you and robbing you blind of your money if you're using credit cards. Okay? I need you to share this video right now. Tag someone you know who has a credit card. Anybody you know who you know in their wallet, they got a piece of plastic, get them on this video, because I'm going to tell you in about 10 minutes exactly what's happening to you, why you feel like you can never pay off those bills even though you're paying every month on time. It seems like the balance is not getting smaller. Guys, the banks, remember this, banks are a business, okay? They make money off of us using their products, which are checking accounts, saving accounts, credit cards. So you have to always put in the back of your mind that yes, they're giving you the card and it's allowing you to spend money now, but they're making up for it on the back end, all right? So what we're gonna go over is something what we call the bloody mess, okay? You are putting yourself in a bloody mess if you're using credit cards, okay? So the first tip I need you to write down on your sheet of paper and draw a circle around it, underline it, say, I must pay off all my credit cards as soon as possible. That's the goal. You've got to get rid of all what you call revolving debt, okay? Those are credit cards. We've got to get rid of all your credit cards, all right? For me personally, I don't have any credit cards. I had a credit card, I paid it off. I don't close the account, right? Because that's going to have a negative impact on your credit score. But I don't even take it in my wallet. I use a debit card, all right? I use money that I have available. If I don't have it, I just can't buy whatever it is that I'm trying to get, all right? Because one of my mentors said it best, and actually it came from one of his mentors, and it says this: interest is the penalty you pay for the right to own something in advance that you cannot afford. Guys, think about that for a second. Let that sink in. Interest, okay? Interest is the penalty you pay for the right to own something in advance for something you cannot afford. So guys, every time you get something on credit, you pay interest. There's interest always attached to it. And that interest is basically saying, this is the penalty you're going to pay me because you cannot really afford this item, but because I'm going to allow you to buy it right now on credit, you're going to pay me some interest on the back end. And guys, interest is what's killing you, okay? Believe it or not, it's what's killing you. So I need you guys to grab a sheet of paper, grab a pen, and I want you to kind of write on your sheet of paper the numbers 1 through 8, just like you see right now, okay? Write the numbers 1 through 8 on your sheet of paper, okay? This is called the bloody mess, guys. This is gonna blow your mind when you see what's really happening to you, and now you're gonna understand why you never can pay off, you know, these credit cards. Even if it's a $500 limit, you realize you've been paying this credit card for 5 years for $500. That doesn't make sense. But what they're doing is something called compound interest that you really don't understand. No one ever taught you about it, so you're just being taken advantage of. Okay, guys? So here we go. the first thing I want you to write on the line 1 is this. Think about if you owe, okay, you get a credit card with a $5,000 credit limit. So you now have a credit card with $5,000 worth of credit on it, right? What do typically most people do when they get these credit cards? They max them out, right? So you now owe $5,000 on your credit card, okay? I think statistics show that most people, the average individual in this country, has about $25,000 in debt. So $5,000 is being real lenient because some of these credit card companies will send you cards for $10,000, $15,000, depending on how good your credit is. Okay, so let's say you owe $5,000 on your credit card. Okay. Now, they always send you your statement in the mail and they tell you what your minimum payment is, right? The minimum payment that you must make on your card. On average, if you've got a $5,000 credit card or credit limit, they're going to tell you your minimum payment is about $100 per month. Okay, guys? So $100 per month. So on your line 2, I want you to write, you pay $100 per month because that's your minimum payment. And we all know most of us are robbing Peter to pay Paul, can't make ends meet. So the only thing you can pay on your credit card is the minimum. What you really need to be doing is whatever you spend on a credit card, if you have to use one, you want to pay off the full balance in that month. That way you don't incur interest, okay guys? If you cannot afford something, do not purchase it simply because you have a credit card. It's gonna hurt you in the long run when it comes to interest. But if you do use the card, if you spend $100 on your credit card this month, you wanna pay $100, pay it off in full by the end of the month before interest kicks in, okay? So, back to our story. You owe $5,000, or you have a credit card with $5,000 limit, okay? Now you're paying the monthly payment, which is $100 per month on that credit card, okay? Let's say you don't have the best credit. So let's say your interest rate on this credit card is about 21%, okay? That's 21%. That's kind of in the middle because some of these credit cards I've seen have 36% interest rates, 29.5 interest rates. But we're going to be really lenient and say your credit card has a 21% interest rate, okay? Now, guys, most people, when you hear the interest rate, you think 21% of 5,000 is about what? 500, 1,000. It's like $1,100, $1,000. Let's just say $1,000, and you pay $1,000 extra in interest on 5,000. When you hear it, you say, oh, that's not too bad. I can handle that. But guys, that's what they want you to believe. It's not 21% of the total. It's 21% compounded. So it's divided by each month that you are paying on this credit card. So that 21% now, so on line 4, if you see, your interest rate is 21%, right? But your monthly interest rate is 21% divided by 12 months, okay? Which gives you 1.75%. So your monthly interest rate, guys, on this credit card is 1.75% per month. Okay, this is the concept of compound interest. This is what you don't really read. This is like the fine print that you don't read, right? And you just use the credit card and say 21% is okay. But guys, in actuality, your monthly rate is 1.75. So let me break that down for you. If your interest rate is 1.75, which on line 5 you can see is 0.0175, right? If that's your interest rate, and you're multiplying that by the $5,000 that you owe, guess what? You are now paying $87.50 in interest. So let's recap a minute. Your minimum payment is $100 per month, okay? You're paying the bank $100 a month on your credit card. But because of your interest rate, your interest payment per month is $87.50. So guys, think about it. 100 minus $87.50, that only leaves you with $12.50. So what that means is that if you're paying $87.50 in interest, you're only paying $12.50 towards your actual credit card payment. All right? So your actual principal payment, so you're basically paying $12.50 a month on your credit card, even though you're giving the bank $100. Okay? So if you take the balance which you owe, which is $5,000, and you divide it by the amount of money that's actually going to your credit card payment, which is $12.50, This shows you that it's going to take you 400 months to pay off that $5,000. Guys, I don't know if you heard what I just said, but if you're paying $100 a month to the bank to pay off a $5,000 credit card, only $12.50 is actually going to the card. The rest is going to the bank's pocket in interest. It's going to take you 400 months to pay off that credit card. 400 months. Now, if you're saying 400 months, let's divide 400 months divided by 12. Right? What's 400 months divided by 12? Somebody tell me. Let's see. I don't have my calculator. Let's figure it out. 400 months divided by 12 is 33 years. It's going to take you 33 years to pay off a $5,000 credit card, paying $100 a month. Now I hope it's starting to make sense, guys, of why you feel like you can never pay off these credit cards. Okay? Think about it. I hope this is sitting in. So think about it. Your reality is you're giving the banks $100 of your money, right? $87.50 of that 100 is going to interest, which is basically the bank's pocket. Okay? Only $12.50 of your $100 payment is going to your credit card. It's going to take you 400 months to pay it off. So what we call your sentencing is it's going to take you 33 years to pay off that credit card. So let me ask you something, guys. Do you think charging $5,000 on a credit card is worth you giving the bank up $100 for the next 33 years of your life? That doesn't make sense, right? They are robbing you blind. On paper, it sounds okay. 21% interest, $5,100 a month. Okay, that sounds pretty good. But in reality, it's going to take you 33 years to pay off a $5,000 credit card. That's only one bill. A lot of you on this webinar have 4, 5, 6 credit cards. And they're doing this to you over and over again. Guys, we're living in a system called capitalism. Okay, we're living in capitalism. If you do not start to learn these type of things, learn about money, learn about finances, you will be capitalized on for the rest of your life. And then you'll wonder why you can never seem to get ahead or get out of debt. Think about it. This is a simple principle that no one ever taught you, no one ever shared with you, but everyone makes it feel like it's okay to use these credit cards. Guys, get rid of your credit cards as soon as possible. Okay? And what we do, what my company does, is we teach people strategies, okay, not sales. We teach you strategies to help you to be able to pay off these credit cards, eliminate your debt, eliminate these credit cards. That's the first thing we help you to attack, is get rid of all revolving debt. So we're going to show you how to get rid of your credit cards, okay? Once we get rid of your credit cards, that's eating away your cash and making you have negative cash flow, we're going to show you how to start paying off some other debts, like your student loans if you have one. Maybe medical bills if you have those. We're going to show you how to start to pay down your mortgage, by using strategies created by people who've made over $500 million. Guys, the people I'm learning from, these are people who are trying to figure this out. These are people who've made over $500 million, multiple millions of dollars, okay? And now they're sharing the secrets of the wealthy with us so that we can change our situation and ultimately get wealthy as well. All right? So guys, these are things no one taught you. Maybe your mom, your dad never taught you, but they probably never taught you because they didn't even know. All right? So the choice or the decision remains with you. You've got to now get this knowledge so that you can apply it to your life, so that you can change your life. And hopefully your kids will never be capitalized on the way you probably been capitalized on the last 20, 30 years. Okay? So guys, if this makes sense to you, if you want to know these strategies, if you want to understand exactly how you can start lowering your taxes, so you can start putting some of that money on some of these debts, getting rid of some of these credit cards, getting rid of all of your debt, so that you can eventually be in a position to have something for your future. Okay? Because if you don't start to do something different, guys, nothing will change. Remember this, nothing changes if nothing changes. So if you don't change what you're doing, your situation will not change. If you don't change the people you're listening to, your situation will not change. If you don't change your habits, nothing will change. So today, I challenge you. I challenge you, after you've seen what's been happening to you with these credit cards, and I know some of you probably sitting there upset because you never realize that this is what's happening to you. Now you know. So if you know better, you do better. Connect with me. Let me start to show you some of these strategies that can change your financial situation and get you on a path so you can actually secure your future. All right? It's your girl, the Lioness. I hope you guys enjoyed this webinar. I know it was super short, but I know a lot of you are on lunch break. So I wanted to make sure I can drop some nuggets while you guys get some food to continue your day. All right? Make sure you subscribe to my videos, share this video, tag anyone you know in this video who needs to hear this information. And if you want to work directly with me, feel free to shoot me an inbox or visit my website, www.IamTheLioness.com. All right? www.IamTheLioness.com. You can see it at the top in the caption of this video. Thanks for jumping on this webinar, guys. Get out of the bloody mess that you've put yourself in. Get rid of those credit card debt. Get around some people who can show you some strategies to change your financial future. All right? It's your girl. Y'all have a great day and be blessed.